Forget serving our country by signing up for the military. Radical Democrats like AOC want you to join the civilian corps to battle climate change. The plan costs $10 billion and would have the government hire 1.5 million Americans to, quote, transition to a clean economy. All right, I'll start with you, Jesse. How do we transition to a clean economy?
Yeah, with AOC's ground troops. She's trying to buy a movement with my money. What, 1.5 million mini AOCs on the federal payroll? Those are our tax dollars. MAGA didn't start like that. Hope and Change didn't start like that. You can't just buy a base with tax dollars. That's not how it works. And it's not like they're going to go around and lower the Earth's temperature or sea levels. They're not even going to pick up litter. They don't have the technical expertise to build a solar panel. So what are they actually doing? They're going to be campaigning for Democrats in the midterms. They're going to be bullying people. And then when AOC decides to run for president, click, she's got 1.5 little supporters in her back pocket. I get what she's doing.
Mm-hmm. You know, Shannon, Jesse is right. It's all the money for this, the $10 billion, is going to come from increased taxes, tax hikes. And the question is, what exactly not only are they going to do, but the money that's being paid for these people is also, they're getting health care, they're getting child care, they're getting $25,000 if they've got any educational debt, $50,000 for more education if they need it. What is this really about?
Well, Judge, you're right about the taxes. That's been discussion. Let's move the U.S. corporate tax rate up several percentage points. But there are a number of Democrats who've said, please do not do that. That's actually going to hurt us on the global stage. They think this kind of stuff is actually going to make us less competitive. My worry is, yeah, I don't know exactly what they're going to do. One of the things was talked about taking care of parks and public lands, which I think we already have people who do that. I don't know exactly what they're going to do. I just know I don't want them showing up and giving me a ticket for having my third red meat meal of the week, like my third cheeseburger, bacon cheeseburger. I don't want to be getting ticketed for that out in public. But we have to think about what they're going to do. Listen, if there's some way to quantify to show that this is actually bettering the environment in some way and is actually a good cost-benefit analysis, okay, maybe if there are metrics for us to track it. But otherwise, I think a lot of folks are going to be skeptical because the last time we were sold this, there are going to be green jobs and shovel-ready jobs out there for folks, and there's work to be done. People are going to be a little skeptical based on the way it played out the last time we were told that.
Well, and you know, Lawrence, one of the things she is promoting is she says that we're going to take Flint and Baltimore and the South Bronx and Louisville, or no, St. Louis, whose infrastructure was not properly built in the first place, and the climate warriors are going to rectify that, and they're going to get everything they need for social justice. What does that mean to you?
You know, as much as I disagree with her and her strategy, she's pretty smart. This is what the left does. Think about Acorn. Remember all that money that we pumped into it was just a Democrat group. Look at the Obamacare Navigators program. They were supposed to sign people up for Obamacare, but they were secretly storing that data for politics. This is all politics. She knows that she can hire these young people as ground troops, and guess what else she gets? She gets to pay off their college in the process of doing this. This is how you cancel the debt. So, you know, as much as I disagree with her, I see what she's doing, and the Republicans better get their act together and come up with a plan to counter this, because let me tell you something. You already lost the college campuses. You're getting ready to lose secondary education. The elementary school have definitely a loss. Look what they're already teaching the kids right there today. Conservatives have to counter this message with a conservative ground game, not paid by the government, but by the private sector.
Well, Juan, what do you say? You think this is a beneficial program with all of these, pretty much entitlements attached to it? I mean, they can get $75,000 just for education if they join this workforce.
Well, I think we do that for people going into the military. Obviously, we've had, GI Bill that helped people out. I'm just listening because, to me, I think back historically, we've had in this country, we still have a Peace Corps. We have an AmeriCorps to help teachers. We've had under FDR a Civilian Conservation Corps, and that was a great success, you know, and it was a jobs program as well. I don't know that it, you know, somehow was a political program, but yes, people definitely have a positive feeling about how FDR got us out of the Great Depression. If that's your point, I understand it, but I'm just listening because to me, she's young, she's idealistic, and I don't think those are bad things. Those are very American characteristics. And if she sees a way for young people to get job training, to get jobs, to pay for education,
$10 billion,
go for it.
Juan. $10 billion
It's not
on the American people.
It's an
Okay,
idea,
all right.
Judge. It's not real yet.
Oh, well, you know, who'd have thunk that we'd be adding another $6 trillion to the budget? Anyway, $6 billion. The fastest five is up.